This video is an overview of some of the enhanced tip management features recently added to the FireFly point-of-sale system. There's a lot of different ways that I can access the Adjust Tips function. For example, on an open or settled ticket from my order screen, I can select my ticket and click Adjust Tips. From here, I can type in a dollar amount and save it as my tip. You'll notice that if I type in amount greater than 25% of the total order, I'll get this warning, which helps to prevent mistakes and with unusually large tips. Another way I can access the Adjust Tip function is from my table layout screen. I can select a ticket and hit Adjust Tips and get to the same location. A new feature we've added is the percentage tips from here. So for an order, for example, if we don't have an auto gratuity, in this case there's only 5 people on the order, but if I'd like to add an automatic percentage gratuity, I can do so by entering 15%. This will continue to adjust the tip as I add items to the ticket. Speaking of auto gratuity, we now also have the ability to remove the auto gratuity on orders which have received one. So for example, this ticket with 9 people has an auto gratuity applied. If I click Adjust Tips, I can easily remove this auto gratuity if I don't want to present that to the customer. Of course, I have to have proper security to do so. Finally, we've added the ability to put the Adjust Tips function on any menu. So for example, if I go ahead and order a salad, you'll see I can have this Adjust Tip button, and I can put that button on any menu I'd like to get to the function. So let's talk about some of the configuration options related to tips. If I go to Configuration, Order Types, Table, you'll see here I can set my auto gratuity for parties of 8 or more, and this setting gross or net ticket amount. If I set it to net, the auto gratuity will be calculated after any discounts are applied. Another important setting is in the tax area. If I select a tax rate, I can choose to use this for auto gratuity, which some states now require. I mentioned adding the menu function button for Adjust Tips to your menu. So let's go ahead and do that by selecting the menu, selecting the area that I'd like to put the button. We'll select Function, choose from the list Adjust Tips. I can choose my button color, my button size, and my text color. I press OK, and then Update Now, and that function is now available from my menu. I also mentioned that there's a security setting for who has the ability to modify tips, including auto gratuities. To set that, you'll go to Security and choose this line right here for Modify a Tip to give the right people access to this function. So that's a quick overview of how some of the tip adjustment functions work in FireFly.